encourage folks who think there's a one-size-fits-all view of Reformed theology to come to conferences like Legacy and be exposed to a large group of minorities that are hungry about the things of God, who love a big God theology, who love the doctrines of grace, but the way those truths are expressed and articulated are different, but just as God-honoring as those that will be from a different cultural context. And so I think that's one thing that we could do, is encourage folks who are demonizing urban expressions of Reformed theology, encourage them to actually do life with folks from the urban context who believe the same theology that they believe. And then the second thing I think we could say is that we need to help folks understand that no matter what your theological posture is, everyone reads the Bible through a particular cultural lens. And minorities don't do that more than majorities. We are all doing it. So I would say that urban expressions of Reformed theology are cultural expressions, but so are suburban expressions of Reformed theology cultural expressions. And the urban expression isn't abnormal and the suburban expression normal, but those are both normal expressions for those folks in those different postures. So I would argue that people need to be taught and help to understand that everybody reads the Bible through an ethnic lens, and we all are products of our culture. That's true for me, that's true for white brothers and sisters, that's true for Asian brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter what the posture is. And I think thirdly, I would encourage people who would demonize urban expressions of Reformed theology to actually listen to songs that are sung by those brothers and sisters in that urban context, and to read books that are written by those brothers and sisters, and to look at ministries that are created by those brothers and sisters. I think quite often, not always, but quite often, one thing I think that helps us realize that a different expression of the same truth is not bad could be our having contact with that different expression. So I think one way to have contact, of course, would be to come to conferences that are urban, but also read books and listen to songs and look at ministries of people that have been very God-honoring and influential in terms of the kingdom. And then also, final thing I would say is encourage folks to actually talk to and get to know brothers and sisters from different postures who believe the same theology. I think if people think that the only expressions of Reformed theology are wrapped up within a 15th and 16th and 17th century model, I think they're frankly just living in a world that is very isolated. And they need to be around people that, again, have those same commitments to those big God truths, but that will contextualize those truths in different ways.